Mother, Mother, you know you said I could have them. You know you did. I believed you. George dear, I did mean you to have them to play on, when I thought they couldn't possibly be worth anything, said her mother, looking distressed. But now things are different. Your father has been offered quite a good sum, far more than we ever thought of getting, and we really can't afford to turn it down. So you only gave me the island when you thought it wasn't worth anything? Said George, her face white and angry. As soon as it is worth money you take it away again. I think that's horrid. It isn't honorable. That's enough, Georgina, said her father, angrily. Your mother is guided by me? You're only a child. Your mother didn't really mean what she said, it was only to please you. But you know well enough you will share in the money we get and have anything you want. I won't touch a penny, said George, in a low, choking voice. You'll be sorry you sold it. The girl turned and stumbled out of the room. The others felt very sorry for her. They knew what she was feeling. She took things so very seriously. Julian thought she didn't understand grown-ups very well. It wasn't a bit of good fighting grown-ups. They could do exactly as they liked. If they wanted to take away George's island and castle, they could. If they wanted to sell it, they could. But what Uncle Quentin didn't know was the fact that there might be a store of gold ingots there. Julian stared at his uncle and wondered whether to warn him. Then he decided not to. There was just a chance that the 4 children could find the gold first. When are you selling the island, Uncle? He asked quietly. The deeds will be signed in about a week's time, was the answer. So if you really want to spend a day or two there, you'd better do so quickly, for after that you may not get permission from the new owners. Was it the man who bought the old box who wants to buy the island? Asked Julian. Yes, said his uncle. I was a little surprised myself, for I thought he was just a buyer of old things. It was astonishing to me that he should get the idea of buying the island to rebuild the castle as a hotel. Still, I dare say there will be big money in running an hotel there, very romantic, staying on a little island like that. People will like it. I'm no businessman myself, And I certainly shouldn't care to invest my money in a place like Kieran Island. But I should think he knows what he is doing all right. Yes, he certainly does, thought Julian to himself, as he went out of the room with Dick and Anne. He's read that map, and has jumped to the same idea that we did. The store of hidden ingots is somewhere on that island, and he's going to get it. He doesn't want to build an hotel. He's after the treasure. I expect he's offered Uncle Quentin some silly low price that poor old uncle thinks is marvelous. Oh dear, this is a horrible thing to happen. He went to find George. She was in the tool shed, looking quite green. She said she felt sick. It's only because you're so upset, said Julian. He slipped his arm round her. For once in a way George didn't push it away. She felt comforted. Tears came into her eyes, and she angrily tried to blink them away. Listen, George, said Julian. We mustn't give up hope. We'll go to Kieran Island tomorrow, and we'll do our very, very best to get down into the dungeons somehow and find the ingots. We'll jolly well stay there till we do. See? Now cheer up, because we'll want your help in planning everything. Thank goodness we took a tracing of the map. George cheered up a little. She still felt angry with her father and mother, but the thought of going to Kieran Island for a day or two, and taking Timothy too, certainly seemed rather good.